Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watt.
Whistle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we had a little technical difficult, so we had to jump on another link that was StreamYard. So, hey, I'm Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment, along with Stephen Woodland, and we here. If you're over there on YouTube, switch over to StreamYard. I had to make another link, so we on StreamYard right now, if you don't mind. I appreciate that if you do. Sorry about the difficult. But hey, we getting ready to talk about the Rocky Mountain Showdown between Colorado and Colorado State pregame show. And gonna bring up the guest, Mr. Steve Woodland, tonight. What's going on, Doctor?
What's going on, B Watts?
Hey man, it is what it is. We're gonna make it do what it do tonight, man. The technical difficult, but we are here.
We are here and ready to go.
Yes, we are. So let me get a little stuff situated. Want to thank everybody that tuning in tonight. Check this out, big dog. Going into this game tonight, Saturday. How do you feel about Colorado chances of winning this football game against Colorado State?
I feel real good. I feel real good because this lets me know where CU's at. Either they with it or they're not with it. But I feel good. You sometimes you need to be, you know, sometimes you need to get those distractions out of the way and see where you're at. And the reason I say that is because this one here, you need that. This is the time. Who's all in? Now you're going to see who's all in because when you deal with a loss, it can go all kind of ways. It could go left. It could go right. Now we're going to see who's invested, who's going to make the difference, who's going to step up, or if no one's going to step up. So it's a perfect opportunity for those young men, and I think they're going to step up to the challenge and they're going to do what they got to do.
Right. I'm still rocking with Colorado and Coach Prime. I'm with them till the wheels fall off. But there's some things I think they need to change, baby. I just think some things they need to change. When they went up against a inferior defense, Nebraska, it's some things I think the offensive side could have critiqued. Instead of going to a uh, five wide receivers, no tight end, no running back. I think they need to shrink it down. I'm serious, bro. They need to shrink it down, bro. If you really serious about running the ball, see the running game can help you in so many ways. Clock management, get the defense tired. You can slow down a pass rush. You can give your defense a chance to rest, and you take advantage of. I ain't gonna say that. But it's a lot of things that running game can help you with, dog. I gotta watch what I say, cause I really want to say something. What's up, Alpha? What's going on? What's up, Miss Johnson? It's a lot of things that this running game. Miss Potts, how you doing? It's a lot of things that the running game can help you with the passing game also. Listen, me if I was offensive coordinator, Mr. Steve, I I'm crazy enough to go to a 22 personnel. Let me explain that to you. Let me explain it to you now. Only on first and second down, right? That's two running backs, two tight ends, and one wide receiver. I ain't running the ball. I ain't throwing the ball. Excuse me. I ain't passing the ball. I'm running the ball. I'm trying to set up a pass. And also, if I don't want to go 22 personnel, I go 21 personnel. That's two running backs, one tight end, and just two wide receivers. Now, me and Alfaru was talking on uh on my YouTube page. He said asked me a question. I see he said no. And what you call? I said told him, I told him 22 personnel, but I really meant 21 personnel. Two running backs, one tight end, and two wide receivers. And he asked me a question, which two wide receivers you gonna take off? I said, I'll take LeJounte Webster off and Jimmy Horn. I ain't gonna pass the ball. I'm looking for Travis and the big wide receiver. I might want to motion him down if bring him down in the box and let Travis go on the passing route and run his man out. But I'm still gonna run the ball. See what? When I went back and looked at the film, what Nebraska were doing on Jordan Seaton's side, they had a man lined up in front of him, and they had a linebacker on the outside of the man on his defensive end of it. So when Shador, they snapped the ball, the front line, them two big old boys, they did a crisscross. And by the time he got the ball, they was on him. So when Shador went to bag out and bail around the other way, that linebacker over there on Jordan Seaton's side coming free every play because they fired wide. And the reason why he got to him, Jordan Seaton can't block both of them. So that's why you shrink it down to mass protection and you handle that with a running game. Now, who the running backs you would have had in? So you went 21 personnel. The two running backs I would have had in there, Michael and Hayden. I let Michael play the fullback so he can kick out, so he can kick in, go straight to that linebacker and kick him out. That's what I would have did and hand the ball off to Hayden between, yeah, go so he can run on the outside of Jordan C. He'll have a lead blocker to slow that pass rush down. And then if I wasn't gonna run the ball, go to the passing game again, I brought Jimmy Horn on back in. That's what I would have did because they kept running them stunts on that front line and the offensive line just couldn't handle it. Them boys already were big. They were way man. Steve, look, man, look, Steve. No, you let. I'm sick. I'm finna give you. I'm finna turn it over to you and see what you gonna say. Look, Steve. Yeah, bro. Listen, man.
Keep cooking,
Pat,
baby. Keep
Pat
cooking.
Sherman been coaching in the NFL, and you tell me he can't put a scheme together to slow that pass rush down? Come on, bro. I ain't going for that. I would have told Phil Loho, hey, and another thing that when you go watch the film, Benson and the center, no, Tyler Brown. Benson and Tyler Brown, they were crisscross trying to block. That one gonna work, bro. I said, man, what are they doing? By the time Tyler Brown got down there, that big old number 0 was already back there. I said, that ain't gonna work, bro. So that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. They got to go to a 11 personnel. That's one running back, one tight end, and three wide receivers. And the defense countered that with a nickel package instead of that blitz, because that's what they got to do. Man, Matt Rule played a chess game with them guys, man. He said, okay, if they want to go 5 wide and push you doing now, I'm sending everything I got. I'm gonna send 7 against 5, and it worked every time. The numbers just don't match up. So you got to look at that and see what. If I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm not gonna let that defense dictate to me what I'm gonna run. He's gonna adjust to me, and I'm gonna beat him every time. I've done it in the past. Carol, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm serious. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead, bro.
Watts, I love the passion. I love the passion, and but you got solutions though. You're the kind of guy who ain't gonna sit up there and do all that complaining and I told you so and all that. You're not that type of person. So I can listen to you, Watts, because you're cooking. And I know you're gonna hear people going there. They got all of the solutions in the world. And I tell people, if you want to see beautiful football last night when you watch those San Francisco 49ers. I tell people all the time. I even watched the Rams when they did their thing. Football is football. If you understand schemes, now I'm watching that. I'm watching that team, and I'm like, well, what do they have in similar? They got a quarterback. You can say what you want to about Purdy, but if you give Purdy time and you leave him upright, he will put that ball on people. So he will do that. We got somebody who will do that. You got schemes in which you got two tight ends, big guys. You can go there, or you go in there and you say, let's beef it up. And when you beef it up, let's get serious about running. I'll tell people all the time, people got the memo when it comes to CU now. If CU stick
Yeah.
with their pride and try to say, and I don't get it. This is what I really don't get. I'm not the smartest person. I tell people all the time, I'm not the smartest person. You know, I ain't got nothing but a couple of degrees on my wall. But I'll leave that alone. I got a couple things up on my wall, but it doesn't mean that I'm smart. All it means is I can retain some information and I can, when I get a test, I can pass the test. But this is what I do know. This is what I do know. The memo has been sent out on CU, and what people are saying is this here. They're so prideful that they're going to stick with their method regardless. Even if it takes them to Haiti, they're going to stick with that mess. And it bothers me because Coach Prime has never, ever done this before. When he was with the Cowboys, they ran. When he was with San Francisco, they ran. When he was with Baltimore, they ran. When he was with Washington, they ran. When he was with Truth, they ran the football. When he was at Jackson State, they ran the football. What are we talking about? And let me throw this at people. Stop what they can't run. Stop it. Stop it. How can the Air Force Academy rush for over 300, 250 and almost 300 yards? How can Navy beat FBS teams running the ball? How can the Army run the football? These are academies in which they have weight requirements. They'll let the people buff up during football season, but they got to lose that weight, so they're not going to get too big. But my point being is this one here. It's a mindset. And what I'm telling people right now, we can stop all of this. It makes them feel good. And let me go with this one here. If I put a running back that's 188 pounds in the backfield on a 3rd and 1, and I send him up the middle, in which I got two guys that's 6'5", 6'6", 330 pounds, 335, that are going to be going to the NFL next year, and you got people sitting up there, more people on there than you got people blocking, and you think that's going to be successful? I got one question for you. Where they do that at?
Yeah.
If your strength is up the middle, where do you go? I go wide.
Right. That's what they should have did.
You go wide. What are we
They
talking
tried it
about?
twice. They
Go,
tried.
go.
Matter of fact, you even tried the first game, it didn't work.
But this is what I loved about Nebraska. This is chess. They had a young quarterback and they protected their quarterback.
True.
What CU has done is this. They have put my quarterback that I say is the man. They put so much emphasis on him and put him as the savior instead of putting those 22 players as the savior for CU, along with their special teams. And when you do that, you hurt the team. Because why aren't they saying it's up to the defense? I heard it today. I heard Coach Ryan say today, it's up to the defense to make plays. It's up to the offensive. I heard it today.
I
I
heard.
heard I, I heard it today. I was sitting there and I'm like, I sit there and I said, somebody said that before. And that was last week. Somebody said that before. We don't need saviors. We got one. He gave his one and only son. We got that one. We need a team. We need them with one purpose. And Rob the man hit it perfectly. What are they fighting for? What's their motto? And my point to him, that's what I asked him. I said, what are you playing for? I would ask Big Benson when I had the pleasure of listening to his mother. I'm talking about beautiful lady. I'm asking Benson, what's that purpose? Are we getting her to where she needs to be in Beverly Hills, where she deserves to be? Rodale Drive and all that other stuff, whatever they call it, going to Milan and all those other countries and stuff like that. What are we doing? Italy and Italy and everything else, England, Germany, getting a tour of the world. The way you're gonna do it, you have to dominate on that football field.
Got
You
it
have
done.
to dominate. Myers, you got to dominate. Zelenskis, your family is a football. You got NFL in your family, your dad, your uncles, NFL. Uh, let's quit being, oh, we're so modest and we're so nice. Where's nasty? Where's that Benson that had everybody sitting up there wanting to kill him on that football field? And hear me, I'm not calling out Benson because Benson is fighting hard. What I'm
Yeah,
saying
but he had the
is
wrong position. He in the wrong position.
absolutely, absolutely. And that's not his fault. That is not his fault. So when you hear me, don't hear me saying, well, why is he saying that? I'm saying all of them. All of them. What is your purpose? And this is what I tell people, this one here. How you let Nebraska come in your house, even though you ain't at home, you were at home. And this is what I'm tired of people. When the Miami Hurricanes in the 90s played at home and traveled, everywhere they went, they made that place their home. Look at Texas. It don't make a difference where Texas go right now. Look at Georgia. It don't make a difference where they go if they're home or on the road. They put their feet on your table. They got dirty shoes. They got mud on their shoes. They put them on your kitchen table and they prop their feet up there and they burping when they drink your lemonade. So I'm asking CU, when are we going to see them type of players? When are we going to see people who come in there and ain't nice and ain't picking you up? When are we going to see some player just slap the crap out of somebody and then look at them and tell them you bet not get up? When are we going to see it? I'm telling you, when are we going to see it? We need to see it. And I'm not talking about dirty football. I'm talking about clean, smash mouth football. And that goes when you have that desire in your belly and you're ready to do what you got to do. So that's what I want to see.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. But like I said, on that offensive line, on that offensive side of the ball, when we have the ball on first and second down, I would like for them on three, at least the first three series, run the football on first and second down and see what happens. See how many yards you get. It's
What
okay to get 2 yards. It's okay to get 1 yard. At least you have third and 6 or third and 7 instead of third and 15 or instead of playing behind the chain. It
but
gives
change
yourself
that, just add one thing, B Watts. You want them to have a scheme and the right personnel to
right.
run the
You got to have the
football.
right person. Yes, yes. You got to
It,
have the right personnel in there.
and the
I know
scheme.
Charlie is a good, good guy.
Samaritan.
Good story. But he's a walk. He was a walk on a 1-11 team for a reason. They got a dude that transferred in from Ohio State as a freshman, rushed for almost 600 yards in the
And they
Big
got
Ten.
Arkansas that
And the
got
Big
one.
Ten. Play your best player. Let them eat. Now, I admit, I'm not at practice. I don't know what's going on up there in practice.
I'm not hearing you.
I'm not a fly on the wall. I ain't talking to nobody who be at practice. I don't talk to one person coach that was up there in practice on the defensive side, but I never communicate with anybody else. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what them guys doing. But when I look at game time, some players just like when I was coaching, I had one player. He wasn't no practice player. He just would. He would come late. But the dude was so athletic and good at what he do. Boy, I, I might can hold him out that first and second series. But after that, I got to put him in there. 'Cause I'm down 0-7. He my best linebacker. He my best running back. He was just good, naturally good. Wasn't no practice player. But when them lights came on, boy, he know what to do with that rock. He know
But
what to do with that rock.
B
So if
Watts,
you play your best players, if you play your best players, you're giving your team a chance to win. So that's why I say on the offensive side of the ball, I would run. Oh man, you at least got to run 11 personnel. one running back and one tight end. You at least got to have that out to help you do it if you're gonna pass the ball. You don't need all four wide receivers out there or
You
all
do
five
not need them.
or
You
four
do
five.
not.
You don't need all them.
You don't
You
need them.
don't need all them. Because
And you have two outlets.
9 times out of 10, Travis is gonna be the one who open anyway. He gonna be he said that's why he's so frustrated. He opened just about every play. That's why you look at the sideline, him and Shadur going there because he open. And then when they show the rerun, you can see him. Yeah,
Wide open.
wide
And I
open.
tell people,
And Shadur
he's
looking
7'11",
dead.
wide open. But I'm
Yeah.
not. But I'm not just going there. This is where I'm going. It ain't the fact that uh Shadur get more time. It's the fact that teams know what you're gonna do. How can you tell young players we got all of this experience, NFL experience, and I know what you're gonna do on offense?
Yeah,
And I
they
ain't
too
got no
vanilla,
years,
man.
and I
It's
ain't
too
got no
vanilla.
years of experience.
It's
So
too vanilla.
uh,
Everybody, I remember when I was talking on the panel, everybody, North Dakota State. I said, man, why they keep running these same old plays that they ran from last year when what you call was there? And the first thing they were saying, man, Prime ain't gonna show you everything. You think they gonna show you everything? Then they came back to Nebraska and ran the same thing. I said, man, come on now, they
if
got
if
that.
if
Don't,
you
don't
had the Nate Newton, Eric Williams, and them boys, you can run the same play because you got dogs, and
right.
them dogs gonna succeed regardless. Oh, Allen, you got Allen there, you can
Hey,
do that.
Colorado ain't got them kind though.
He ain't got them, and
He
when
ain't
you
got.
ain't got
Yeah,
those type of players, why aren't you scheming? Don't tell me about what you know. Show me what you know. How is it that and I'm gonna go back to this. If y'all want to see beautiful football, I'll tell you, Sarkeesian, he dials it up. A beautiful game. I'll tell you somebody else who dials up a very nice football game. That boy for Arizona State, and that's the one Coach Prime, the coach he wanted as the offensive coordinator. He can dial it up. But I ain't just going there. You don't have to be perfect. I like what Bartolone did at Jackson State. I'm going back to them days. I'm like, at least he ran the ball and then he put him in play action. Why is two standing back there like it's free lunch? I'm like, man, you think I'm in the welfare line? And when he in that welfare line, all the other teams on defense, they coming in and getting their welfare. They said we coming to collect. And I'm just saying this: if everybody knows what you're doing, do something different. And I'm not listening to nobody. And let me say again, nobody's gonna sell me BS to say they can't run because that is not the truth. The truth is you run until you get the running right. If they're in practice and they have a scheme that fits against that defense and they're running that scheme properly, you're going to be able to run the football. If their strong suit is on the inside, run the outside. If their weak spot is on the inside, run the ball in the inside. It's not rocket science. And you tell those running backs, when you hit that hole, you hit that hole. And you go from there. It's a mindset. And then, the guy asked, hey, do the offensive lineman enjoy run blocking instead of pass blocking?
yeah.
Now,
Well,
now,
I heard that.
now,
I ain't
now,
gonna bring that up. He said, "Where you heard that? Where you hear that at? Who
all
told
my
you
life I heard, all my
that?"
life I've heard it, and I've heard it because every time an offensive lineman comes out and talks, and I can go from the greatest of the greats. Every time they come out, they'll tell you, the Hall of Famers, we love putting our fingers in that dirt and going after it and smashing somebody because what they do, they take your manhood from you when they run the football. Passing the football ain't taking nothing from you because I'm just sitting back there just trying to keep you. I'm getting attacked instead of attacking. But when you're running the football, you're snatching souls. You're snatching them because somebody has to. It's a force, and somebody has to win. And that's what you want. And those big guys, when you wear on somebody and you got that, and this is the next thing, B-Watch, you got the altitude on your side. Why aren't you using it? If you got that high altitude up there at Colorado, you should be pounding teams. So when that, like the Denver Nuggets do, By the time that second half come, they tongue out their mouth. You're running and you're pounding them, and they're gonna be like, "Man, I'm done. I'm done, man. I don't want no more of that." Hey,
Yeah, you
they're gonna
got
tell you, just run the ball, just run the clock out, like what Nebraska did. So
yeah, yeah. You got to be physical up front, man. Like I said, running game, it could be your best friend, man. Especially on first and second down. Even if you don't want to run it on first down,
but you
dump it
got
out
to.
to dump it
But
out
you
to the running back out the backfield.
but
Something like that. Do a reverse or something. Like
but
that.
you don't have to be watched. Let's stop all the trickery. Do nothing. Get your tight end up there and get that willpower and say, we're gonna run this football. And we're running
Yeah,
wide. And we're running wide. And we're
yeah,
running wide. And we're running wide. That's what you got to do. We're gonna
yeah,
run it. And then this is what I like. Then it put emphasis on your defense. Even if we don't make a first down,
yeah.
you're telling your
They
you're
got to
t-
put you do up on the center. Put them up on the center.
you got to switch something up. And what we got to do, people need to be uncomfortable. And that uncomfortable starts with the quarterback. He needs to be uncomfortable. Uncomfortable means this. When Coach Schumer say we running this play, I don't care if 15 seconds elapsed, we're running this play. Period.
Right.
Period. What are we doing? Tom Brady don't go calling out on no doggone plays on no doggone what you call it. When they call that play, Bill Belichick and them call it, that's what he expects. That's what he expects. And if
Right.
you're telling and if you're telling me that that's what you're going to you're going to do it regardless, what you're telling me is this one here. These coaches are so smart that they know, well, if you're going to do that, we got something for you. Why would you want to take them kind of hits when you don't have to? Why don't you want to put that run? And this is what it tells the running back. I don't believe in y'all. The offensive line, I don't believe in y'all. I'm going to put the emphasis on my team. This is my team. And because when you win, two going to get all the credit. And when you lose, two going to get all the credit. That's the way quarterback goes. So my point is when I play any sports or whatever I do, even when I coach the little kids, I put the emphasis on the team. I have teams in which you have some outstanding players, and those players are my bread and butter. But I tell the bread and butter, without that little person right there who provides all of that energy and does the little things, you won't get the opportunity to do the big things. So if we want to do this the right way and do it where it counts, that team needs to feel like they matter. And
Okay.
they do.
Okay. If we run a, if we run um, let's say, let's go with 11 personnel. That's three wide receivers.
Yep, I stick with three wide receivers and a
All
tight
right.
end.
Who we gonna take off? Who you gonna take off? Field.
If I'm taking somebody off, if I'm doing three personnel, I'm taking Travis off.
You gonna take Travis off?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
This
11
is what, and I'm
personnel.
put, and I'm putting in Omarion Miller.
No, you can't have three wide receivers. What three wide receivers
You hear what I'm saying?
and
I'm putting
11 personnel?
Omarion Miller, Shepard, and Jimmy. That's all I need for that
Okay.
because we're running the football. I don't
Right.
care. We're running the football. I don't
Right.
need Travis in there blocking. I get Omarion to do that and
Okay.
Shepard.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
What
That's my
running back?
logic.
What running back you'll use?
For me right now, it would have been Hayden, but Hayden's injured.
Right.
I'm going with Augustus first, and after I go from Augustus, I'm going with Welch.
Well,
Yep,
okay. All right.
Micah.
What's the who the center, two guards, and the two tight?
Oh, for center, I'm going with Hank. I'm gonna stick with Hank because with Hank he controls the stuff. But hear me with this one here. I'll get Hank the first half. If he's not performing after I'm switching. See, I'm not waiting no more. I'm gonna give you the first half on this one here for Hank. And if Hank ain't shooting out there like he's supposed to, I'm sitting him down. I'm like,
Right.
I've seen it. I've seen this. I'm gonna sit him down if he don't. But I'm going with Hank. I'm bringing Tyler. I'm bringing Rock in there as guard. I'm gonna have Myers at the other guard, and I'm gonna have Benson, and I'm gonna have my big boy seat on the tackles.
All right.
And
Who's
I'm
top?
bringing in that boy from Ohio State as my tight end.
Hart.
Hart is coming
Yeah.
in the game. That's my
I
tight end.
I go with that. I go with that. I can go with that. I can go with that. All right, we talked about the offensive side. Let's switch it to the defensive side.
Yes, sir.
Uh, well, we know Shiloh gonna be out,
Absolutely.
uh, and Torrey Hope of Colorado State. He's injured. He got a growing pull, so
But
he
he'll
day
be
to day.
playing. He'll probably play, but he's gonna with a growing pull, he won't be long. It won't be
Right,
long.
right, right. So when we look at the defensive side of the ball for Colorado going up against Colorado State, I would run a I run a 4-3.
Correct.
I run a 4-3. I have four linebackers. I have Hill Green in the middle. I have I'm going
JT or
with Webster.
JB.
I'm going with Webster on the
Okay.
left, and I'm going with Hill Johnny Chainsaw Chain on the right. And I have
Woo!
and
That's
on third
explosive.
and on third down, I bring in JB for Webster. That's why
That
I go at the
okay.
linebacker position, and on that front, I'm gonna have Big Barnes, cause Block Bully he out, he ain't gonna play, he injured. I have Terran Carter on the left, Big Barnes on the right, and at that tackle position, I have Brewer and McNeil, and on the defensive end, I have Dayon Hayes and BJ Green. I ain't
That's
doing
too.
no switching.
That's too
We
many people. That's too many people. I think
what
that's
you
too
mean too
many
many
people.
people?
You named too many people on that line.
I did.
Yeah, you named too many people. You named the whole line, really. But
I
okay.
named four people.
You named five, but okay. Maybe I'm. You did
I
Barnes,
did
Carter,
Blue. I
Few.
did Blue, Terran Carter, Barnes, and McNeil.
That ain't what you said. I heard something different. I heard Bew. You said
Yep,
Barnes. You said
yep,
Carter.
yep.
You said Green, and then you said you didn't say Hayden?
Huh?
Okay, say yours again. Say yours again. Go yours again. On the
I'm going.
line.
So what now?
On the defensive line. Go on the defensive line. I got your three linebackers. I got your three linebackers.
Right.
Okay,
I'm going
now
with I'm going with Barnes and
got you.
TP. Right?
Okay, you going with Barnes and Carter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on the outside of them, I'm going with Brewer and McNeil.
Oh
That's four.
wow. Oh
Huh?
wow. Okay.
That's the four line I got.
Okay. Oh wow.
And on the ends,
You can't have no end, sir.
yeah,
That's
you're right.
seven
You're
people.
right. What I'm
That's
thinking
seven.
about, man. What I'm thinking about. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
yeah. I'm
right.
like you're
Well,
drinking.
you're right. You're right. So I'll take I see. I got to go with Barnes in there, and I got to go with Carter. So I'm going to take Burrow and McNeil off and put Green and Hayden over there on the end, and go with
Okay.
those three linebackers. And on the
Okay.
back end, my safety, I like Stoudemire, but man, I'm gonna have to go with man.
Riley
I I
or
like
Herm
what
Smith?
y'all at safety, man.
Who?
The dude that came from Jackson State.
Herm Smith?
Yeah, I
Okay.
like him. He'll hit. He hit
Okay.
that first game. To go with Cameron Craig. Now I tell
Yeah.
you somebody surprised me. The nickelback. He look like he man. He kind of been shaky to me.
Hodge looks good to me. Hodge looks good to
I'm
me.
talking about
Hodge
he
is
looked
doing.
good in practice, but he ain't been looking good in the game.
I've seen him in the game. He looks fine to me in the game. He's very competitive. And he tackles. Uh, I hear you though. I hear you. What we haven't seen was those interceptions that he's been getting in
Yeah,
practice
that's what
and
I'm
things
saying.
like that. But we have to realize
And this
it
the
took
perfect time because they're gonna get ready to play Colorado State. He's gonna hit you with that slant all night long.
all night. It's the perfect time to
All
get
night long.
hands up, deflections and everything else. But I what you said was okay. What you said was fine. I have no problem with you. But who is going to replace Shiloh? You didn't say that. You said you want Herm Smith.
Smith.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what I do. This is what I do. I do defensive tackle. I'm gonna stick with Shane Coates because Shane Coates is steady. I have no problems there. Shane Coates will do fantastic right there. I would bring in McNeil and Shane Coates beside each other, and I'd be ready when it's third down or whatever. Then I'd switch around a little bit, but I go with
They ain't
Coates.
big enough, bro. They got blowed out against Nebraska.
They didn't get blowed out because
Boy,
they,
you,
hey, Nebraska only got 150 some yards, so they didn't get blown out.
boy,
If it's
that was the
pertaining to
toughest. Say what that?
Nebraska got
Okay,
100.
okay. That's your list. I can't argue with your list.
No, what I'm saying, Nebraska got 150 some yards, and that
True.
quarterback with that 15, he got almost 15 or 20 of those yards. So all I'm saying is this one here. They did a fine job pertaining to Nebraska. I'm just saying that middle did. But what we do have to realize, the linebackers wasn't hitting them jokers when they hitting them holes. If you got them boys holding up the whatchamacallit, the line, where are the linebackers coming to clean them up?
They won in now in the first half.
That's my point. That's my point. So I can't blame the D line for something that they got the wrong personnel in at linebacker. I can't blame the D, but this is me. I'll go Shane Coates, and if along with Shane Coates, if I wanted to, I would I would put, you could put Barnes in there, but I'd rather go McNeil. McNeil hungry. I need McNeil in there. McNeil did very well against CSU. I think he can succeed very well with this man. So I do Coates, McNeil, and I do Hayes and Green right there. My linebackers, I'm a little different. I'm going to do Hill Green in the middle. I'm going to use JB, and I'm going to use Wester. I'm going to use Wester. I'm going to go Wester. I'm going to go with those three as my linebackers. To replace Shiloh, I'm going Stoudemire all day because he's going to make things happen. Stoudemire, you got Cameron Simmons Craig. I'm going to go. I'm going to do this one. I got Travis and I got McKinley over here. That's me. That's me and Hodge. So that would be my defense. Now, what I would do with the middle, I'm going to make sure Barnes and your boy Carter are getting in there to switch it up. So I'm going to make sure them boys are Eden and Buell. So those would be my ones. But I'll make sure Buell and Carter would be my next two that will replace your boy, replace Coates and McNeil. That's what I would do and keep that going. And then I'll make sure my edges, I got Sammy Sachs, and then I have Arlen them and Quincy Wiggins and stuff like that on my edges. I'll still make sure they're coming in to keep them fresh.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with it. But I'd just like to see somebody that I know, I know can stop that run
But
and
my
stop that
question,
fall and
yeah,
stop that falls back. I guarantee you, uh
Western
Webster,
Cheney.
Webster and Johnny Chainsaw Cheney, man, them boys hit them white, they hit hard in one good time. He is not coming back for all that Miller, sir. I promise you that.
I agree with you. I agree. Everything you're saying is 100% correct. What I would tell people is this one here. When it pertains to the defense, is it the scheme where they're just playing all of this? Is the only thing I'll go with Livingston. When you gonna mix it up in the first half?
Right.
Well,
It's the
you
first half
can't
they having a
just.
problem with.
Everybody knows you're doing man to man. If everybody knows you're doing man to man and you're leaving the middle wide open, you got to do something different to start the game off.
Right.
Drop in a zone. What are we doing? Do a Tampa 2 if you have to. You
True.
have to do something different. And if it's me, this is what I'll do different. I'm doing what Nebraska did. I'm bringing JB off that edge and having the two, what you call it, switch, crisscross, get in there to the quarterback.
They was
That's what
getting
I'm
there,
doing.
boy. They kept running and kept running and kept running. They were getting there every time they ran.
Because if this is where I'm going with it. JB big, strong enough, and fast enough. If you put JB and Green on the same side, that tackle got a problem.
You got a problem.
That tackle got a problem because you're
But you got
putting
to see
them.
if they got a tight end over there, though.
Even if you got a tight end, you still got a problem because what you're going to have, JB should be coming out real wide on that tight end. So that tight end is all the way out of position. Now JB is bringing that tight end in. Now you got Green. You got Green can do anything. He could go inside or he could switch and go outside on that tackle. That tackle is not going to be able to stay with Green, especially if JB goes straight into the. This is what JB should do. JB should attack the tackle, hit the tackle immediately, and let Green switch and do his thing and come in hard.
I
It'll
go
be
with that.
something terrible. It'll be something. You have to do something different, and that just coming at somebody and going straight at. Stop that. Do something different. Do what your scheme.
Yeah,
Switch up on each other. You got power and speed. So those are things I would do.
yeah. I can go with that. I can go with that. But like I say, I think their defense can can help them a whole lot winning some games if they come out in the first half and play like they played in the second half of the last two games.
But I'll put you this here. I'll put you this one. Defense gave up 21 points. Shouldn't they have won that game?
Yeah,
I'll say again, the defense gave up 21 points. If you tell me our defense is giving up 21 points, we should be undefeated
yeah,
because you can get any scheme with a defense that's giving up 21 points. You can switch your schemes up on whomever you're playing. Even if you're getting the ball out in the flats to the running back, the more you're doing that, you're getting down the field. It's not that Colorado didn't get down the field. How many times was Colorado in the red zone?
bunch
At
of them.
least at least 3 or 4 times it was in the red zone.
Right.
That ain't a defense issue. That is, as a team, the offense is not working with the defense. Act like you got Tampa Bay's defense or Baltimore Ravens defense or Kansas City Chiefs defense, where we can punt the ball and we're still good.
Right. Right.
That
Right.
that we don't have that mindset. We don't have that mindset. We don't have. I believe in this defense. I believe in the defense because the defense has proven.
Yeah.
They have proven
Yeah.
that when you're giving up 21, you can look at it. When they look at it, defense ain't giving up a 20-some points a game. If they're giving up 20-some points a game with a prolific offense like we have, those should be wins all day, every day. And then we've gotten some from special teams in both games. Jimmy got a 79-yarder in the game. That's special team. You got to produce.
Yeah. Yeah. The players got to go out there and play too, but the coach got to put them in a position so they can succeed.
I'm not going to criticize players right now, and I'm not going to criticize them next week or the week after because those players are playing hard. I just don't think this is what I think, and it's all about me thinking. And this is what I see. I don't see the right personnel in that will give you the results that they're looking for because it's amazing how in the second half it's night and day. Why aren't we looking at the second half and looking at who we got out there in the second half and we start the game out with that?
They got a linebacker now communicate. He'll clean. He communicate. He
He'll clean.
communicate to all of them. He put them in the right position. He tell them what's coming, and they attack.
But not only that, what I've also seen in the first half of the game, we got linebackers running in there and just running right behind.
Run. They ain't watching the ball, man. They
They
just
ain't watching
run.
nothing. Ain't
Just
watching
run.
nothing. And not only they're not watching the instincts. When
Yeah.
you're hitting them holes, why aren't you looking for that opening and hitting that opening? I don't see that. I don't see it. And I'm like, it it just baffles me. The only time I seen it, Bentley did it one time, and he knocked the snot out of the doggone quarterback.
Yeah, I
But
give
you
Bentley
can't.
credit. He been balling now. Till he got hurt.
He's been playing hard.
Yeah, he
He's
been
been
playing
playing
hard.
hard.
He been playing hard. I give it to him. I give it to him. Look like he moving slow, but when he had to run behind them running backs and wide receivers, and if he had a hit that ball, hit through the ball straight to him, he just didn't catch that interception, and that kind of hurt. That put the nail in the coffin right there. But anyway, that's in the past. We moving on. Like I still, Colorado's still in good shape. They still in good. They just got to win one game at a time.
They're
They
in
can
excellent shape. They're in
they
excellent
they
shape.
still in good shape. Now I had I had Nebraska toss up anyway on my list. 'Cause
Yeah.
I looked at how they played last year, and if you really be honest, I'm honest with myself. That quarterback last year hadn't fumbled them balls, it'd have been a more closer game to me. So that's what I
It
was
would have.
looking at.
It'd have been a
Yeah,
closer game.
it'd have been a close game, but CU still would have won. But if you take away them turnovers, see, they didn't have no turnover this time, and you see how the outcome we turned the ball over. Uh, and that
But the scheme was better on offense, though. I'm telling you.
Yeah, last year,
Had the
this year, yeah,
tackles pulling. I saw them having tackles pulling because Weaver had a touchdown and Savion Washington, no, I wasn't Savion, it was the other guy, got in front of him and didn't block the cornerback, and it would have been he'd have walked in the end zone. So I'm
right.
just saying they had some better schemes last year than what I saw against Nebraska. What I saw against Nebraska, it worked for Nebraska. That defensive coach, he had to be smiling. He was like, "You can't make this up. You mean to tell me this is what you gonna show me?" Man, I'm like, "Okay, we gonna kill them. We gonna kill them." And they did a great job. They did a
They
great
did,
job. So
yeah,
kudos to Nebraska for doing. But I will tell people, the quarterback didn't do nothing special. What he did special, they put him in a great position not to lose the game. And that's
true,
what he did. He didn't lose the game.
yeah,
And kudos to him. I say
right,
kudos to him.
right,
And we should get to the point on this team. Two does not have to save this team. We got playmakers. We got playmakers on defense and we got playmakers on offense. Let the team be the one to win games for us. Let the team be the one to win games. Two's gonna be at the forefront of making sure it happens, but it'll be the team that does it. Let's
right.
stop with all this. It got to be in his head. No, it don't. We had Star play against Utah, and the way Star played, he should have won that game. So you can put players, and you know what they did different? The team came together, and it was on the team. It wasn't on the quarterback. That's what you need to do. If you do it that way, Two don't have no stress. He can go in there and be the quarterback that he is. Go in there and just produce. Let me get this ball out quickly and let me get it to the playmakers.
Yeah,
And
like I said,
that's all I'll say.
yeah, yeah. You got to get the ball to the your playmaker, but your playmaker, the right playmakers, got to be on the field at the right time, man. You got to pay your best players, man. Like I say, I haven't been in no practice. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if them guys late to practice or ain't watching film or nothing. But man,
B Watts,
it's just a lot of talent on that team, man.
B Watts. And this is why it's hard to sell me on. Now, when it came to somebody last year, Coach Prime was 1,000% right. I wouldn't have played it. I wouldn't have played him at all. The stuff that was going on, I wouldn't have played that person. But this year, it's just I'm looking and I'm like, I love Phillips as the receiver. Omarion Miller, I'm like, what are we doing? Why ain't he doing reverses? What are we doing? Timmons. I'm like, you got people that can eat. And what you can't do is this. You can't have receivers out there dropping balls. If they dropping balls, why aren't we sitting them down?
You will sit them down just because they dropped one ball.
Let me put it to you this way. The competition should be at such a level. If you drop that ball, I'll put it to you this way. Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, and all of them, you fumble the ball, I guarantee you won't see that running back. Bill Parcells, I guarantee you won't see that running back no more. So why am I going to give you a pass on dropping the ball or dropping? Because what you got to realize, when you start dropping passes and stuff like that, you're not concentrating.
Right.
You're focused on something else. You're taking your eye off the ball. I want people in there that even if that linebacker come and knock you out, you're going to catch that ball. Because you don't hear me. You don't hear me.
I
This
hear
is
you.
this is what Jerry Rice them used to do at Mississippi Valley State. They had an 18-wheeler, and with that 18-wheeler, the back of it, it was out there in the end zone. They throwing the ball, and they coach told them, "You ain't gonna stop because that thing out there, this true story. They're not stopping. They running. They catching that ball. I ain't telling them to do that, but what I am saying, it ain't no excuse. And if you allow people to be able to drop the ball and they still in there to be, oh, my bad. No, it ain't your bad because you got people sitting on that bench like, dog, I can do that. And that's fair. You earn the right to get out there, but you also earn the right you got to produce. Remember when Two told Travis, quit talking, quit running your mouth about you want the ball. When I throw it to you, catch it.
Yeah.
It's the same logic. And I always say, hey, I understand. I'm not saying that they're not going to come back in the game, but what I am going to say, I'm going to wake you up.
Okay. Okay.
And check this one out. Just like when your boy got that 15-yard penalty and that 5-yard penalty, he wouldn't have been in there no more.
Who?
Barnes. When
Oh
he
yeah,
got that,
but Barnes boy, I don't know. I wouldn't have took him out. Man, he was tearing that boy. He was tearing that guard up, bro.
you can't tear nobody up when you giving them 20 yards.
I know
You can't.
it. I know it. Boy, he the only one that was, bro. He was the only one for pushing them guys back there in the backfield.
Hey, and again, it doesn't work if you're not disciplined and
I
doing
know
what
you
you're
were.
supposed
Yeah,
to
I
do.
know them two feelings. I just like Barnes. I just like his size, his strength, his
Look,
nasty.
he's gonna infatuate everybody because of his size and everything else. But this is what I'm saying. Let me see the bear in Barnes. Let me see that. Let me see that lion in Barnes.
You didn't
Let
see
me
that?
see that person get out there and dominate.
You
When you
didn't see
can't,
that? You
huh?
didn't see that? You didn't see that, Savage?
No, I
Come
didn't.
on, man.
Nope.
Overlook the penalty. You didn't see that?
Well, this is what
You
I
didn't see
saw.
him pushing that what you call in the backfield.
Let me explain this to you. How does that help you? If you get those penalties, everything you did pushing them means absolutely nothing.
I understand that. I understand that.
It means absolutely nothing. I want a person that's disciplined and then are going to push people back there. How do you get offsides and the ball right in front of you? Warren Sapp in the NFL, his whole career had one of them. So I'm just saying, things like that, what happens in a game, people like, oh man, he's being hard. No, that ain't being hard because what happens when you're in a game, and especially a big pressure game like that, that stuff is contagious. When
But
one person,
everybody gonna, I mean, most people gonna get a penalty, big dog. Even the pros get a penalty.
no,
He
no,
would
no,
have took Barnes out.
let's go again.
Barnes was clogging up Joe Miller, so the linebacker
Wait.
see
How many? Well, no, let's go. How many penalties did they get in the first game?
Colorado.
Yep,
I think about one.
3.
I know they got one. I don't remember three.
They got 3. They got 3 in that first game.
I mean, they get the
My,
second game.
The second game, they had 8. No, they had 10. They had 10. They had
I
10.
thought it was seven. They had 10.
They had 10. They had 10. They had
I know
10.
Barnes got two.
Yeah, you know what I
Come
mean?
on, man. You can't tell me Barnes don't deserve to be on that field, bro.
No. You didn't hear me say that. You didn't hear me say that. I didn't
I
say
don't
that.
care about even if with the penalty and undisciplined. Shiloh was undisciplined. He was on the field.
You didn't hear me. I wanted Carter in the game.
Who?
Carter Stoudemire.
I understand. I'm talking. Oh yeah, I understand. I heard that. I'm talking about Barnes. I'm concentrating on that front. Big Barnes.
If you
330-pound Barnes.
I want Barnes in the game, but I don't want a player that 1 minute I'm gonna get. See, this is where Coach Prime has his issues. One play, Barnes looked like he looked like one of them boys that played for Nebraska,
Yeah.
and then the next play, he looked like Hainsworth, who used to play for the Washington.
Yeah, boy, you crazy, boy.
You just can't have it because you're looking at him like, dog, are you serious? You can't have that because it messes up everything you're gonna do. And I'll put it to you this way: you stop him on a third down, and he does a grabbing somebody in the face. That's a first down. You
I
ruined
understand.
everything he's doing.
I understand this. Do you think he would have did that the whole game, throwing out the game, just because he did it one time?
Let's go again. I want him in the game, but I need to have him because what I can't give you past, because I can put Buell in the game and Buell is not going to give me any penalty. And as long as he just stopped you for 3 yards, we can get off the field.
Barnes,
Because
see, there you go. You said the key thing right there. Bull will stop you for 3 yards. But when Barnes in there, you wasn't getting nothing.
yeah, you were. You were getting 20 yards because he'd do a pass interference and he'll do
Oh,
and
God.
then he'll do an offside. So you got 2 first downs.
What you good? What you rough, boy. You rough. Yeah, boy, I like Barnes. Barnes
I like
started with
Barnes.
me. I wouldn't take him out till he get tired. I
Well,
had to have that big body.
and
You
that's
put him and
that's the
Shadoza in there like they had. Oh, man, them linebackers were eat.
and they can eat. I like
They
hear
was
what I'm
eat.
saying. Hear what I'm
That's who they
saying.
had in there.
No, hear what I'm saying, B Watts. I like Barnes. He
No,
just
you don't.
yeah,
Stop it,
no,
Steve.
no.
Stop it, Steve.
What I
No.
can't put up no.
When we
If
get
he
off,
get
you rewind and hear what you just said about Bum.
you need to rewind it. What I said is
No, I
if
said
you're
you.
no. I know what I said. If he's gonna be undisciplined and
Oh,
not do
out of 2 games, you gonna say he undisciplined, Steve?
no. You're undisciplined when you get those kind of penalties. Yes, sir. That's undisciplined. Yes, sir. Penalties is that's not being disciplined. That's exactly what it is. With a penalty for not even moving the ball. The ball don't move and you get a penalty. Come on, man. That's discipline. Come on now. Come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that, B Watch. Don't do it.
Oh.
I like Barnes. But my point again, and I'm telling you, I'm not in any practices. I can tell you what the frustrating thing is, and I'm not even there. 1 minute he looked like Superman, and the next play he looked like Clark Kent.
He just needs some rep. He needs some rep, bro.
He was at Alabama, sir.
That's
Everybody
I know.
gets reps.
That's a perfect example. You know he can ball. You know he
No,
can
no,
ball.
no, 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 you don't. No, you don't. No, you
People
don't.
in Alabama were just better than him, Stephen.
And again, let's say again, the men at Alabama wasn't bigger than him.
Yep. What?
Say again, Barnes is big. Barnes is bigger than some of the defensive tackles Alabama got right now. So he wasn't the littlest person at Alabama. Not no 330 pounds. 6'4", 6'5", 330.
I don't know why. I don't know why he didn't get on the field at
No.
Alabama.
This is what I. If you just listen to people and pay attention, they're seeing two different things. They don't see the consistency,
So okay.
and that's where. But for me, I blame coaching on that a little bit because my point is, what does he do good? And get him in for the things that he does good. Let's build on that. Once his confidence gets up on all the good things he does, now you can put him in longer. It's like feeding somebody, force feed him. Oh, Barnes, this is what you excel at. Boom. This is when you need to be at. Buell, you need to go watch the tape. What does Buell excel at? If Buell excel at moving around on that defensive line and making him active moving around, why are you putting his hand in the ground?
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. And with Barnes, I think, hear me, B. Watts. If Barnes realized that he is the man, it would change everything for CU. Because if he got pushed up that middle with Shadoza and McNeil, it's over. Now now those ends can eat because you're so worried about that middle, and he's bringing so much pressure for that quarterback. Now the quarterback got to move to the right or to the left, and if he moves to the right or to the left, who should be meeting him there?
Linebacker.
Exactly. So all I'm saying is I wish the best for Barnes, but Barnes got this here.
Right.
Barnes needs to tell himself that he is who God made him to be. He's a
Yeah.
killer. He's a killer on that defensive line. And
He
when he
is.
starts getting in his head that he's a stone cold killer, and I ain't talking about people to hear what I'm saying. I'm talking about football. He gets out there and he's a baller or whatever you want to say. When he starts believing that, Barnes is going to be problems, but he
He is.
has to believe it. And
Right.
right now, I don't see that he believes it.
Okay. That's a
I'm
good
just
take.
saying.
That's a good take. That's a good take. Now, let's debate on this safety position. Shiloh gonna be out. I want Herm Smith out there.
No, sir. No, sir.
All right.
No,
Tell
sir.
me why. Tell me why I can't have it.
This is why I want Carter Stoudemire. His
I want
physical.
Carter Stoudemire at the nickel position.
No, sir. No, sir.
Man,
I got the right person at the nickel. We don't have a problem there. The problem ain't that. The problem is the scheme. Got them boys running one-on-one with people instead of putting them sometimes in zone and switching it up. That's the problem. All DBs haven't been getting beat. If you really look at all DBs, it ain't like no doggone 7-11 people just going and tearing them up. That's not the case. And they playing man-to-man. This is what I would do. Carter Stoudemire, daddy played in the NFL at
right,
safety.
right.
So I'm putting, and the next thing Stoudemire has, when I say I truly, not only do I think he's the future, I think he's right now. I'm not even putting future no more. Stoudemire is, and sorry that Shiloh got injured, but it could be a blessing in disguise for how Colorado can get out of there now. Now you got somebody back there that can get to the ball, that can guard tight ends. You can put Stoudemire, and if it's me, I'm bringing Stoudemire in that box because of his size. Stoudemire is bigger than doggone them linebackers. If you look at him, he's bigger than them linebackers. You look at Wester and
So
Taylor.
you'd rather have Stoudemire down in the box other than Cameron
Oh,
Simmons
absolutely.
Red?
Because hear what I'm saying. Cameron
That's
Simmons
a
Red,
great boy. He bring that llama, boy.
but he don't have the weight to go with that lumber.
He don't need no weight. Weight. He
Yes,
was
you do
going out
need
there.
weight. Yes, sir. I hate to tell you. I hate
Hey,
to
I
tell
know he
you.
don't have, boy. He didn't need no weight Saturday night.
But what about the game before that?
He got hurt.
Exactly. And he got hurt because weight makes a difference. I'll just leave it at that. But for him, he is better at interceptions. I use him for that. He can get to that ball. I want him with interceptions. I want him the one that's taking the ball away from people. Stoudemire, I want him in there more in the box because that's when you can do damage. When you do that crap, come out if the linebacker don't hit him, Stoudemire hit him on them slants. Or
Oh yeah.
Stoudemire's down there with them tight ends. When you're playing CSU, who had an excellent tight end last year, Stoudemire makes a big difference because he's 6'3" or whatever the case may be, 220 something.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He's
But
a big guy. And
I
he's
still rather
physically.
have Herman Smith in there.
No,
I
no,
rather
sir. No,
I rather
because
have Stoudemire down there on that nickelback.
no, sir. I would say Stoudemire. The next thing, this one here. When you got a daddy that you can call and
I understand it, Dan.
he could
I like Stoudemire.
hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm
Stoudemire did
saying.
good last year.
Wait. He did Stoudemire did fine last year. They
It
just
is.
got it was one game and an incident happened, but Stoudemire was injured the whole season. That young man played fine. Him and Cooper played fine. Hey, people criticize them all they want to. Those boys played fine last year. They
Right.
had no
I think they
pressure
got a
on that quarterback.
little argument on the sideline with coach, but I
Yeah,
understand.
and that's but the beauty about that is he didn't transfer. What kind of character it took
Right. He
for
stayed
him
in
not
there.
to
He stayed
transfer?
there. He stayed there. He stayed there.
Absolutely. Anybody else would have transferred. Oh, he ain't gonna give me a chance. I'm leaving. Blah blah blah. That young man stayed, so he has character, and he
Right.
also had a relationship with Coach Prime and his daddy got a relationship. But
True.
it still shows character that he stayed. All I'm
Right.
telling you is this here. See, you got talent, and
They
when
do.
you got the talent that they have, you got to put it together. And I'm not hearing excuses. I'm not. The next thing I'm gonna say is this one here. When is Hilo, that senior analyst, gonna come in there and say, hey, on these linebackers, this who need to be in here and this is who need to be in here?
I ain't gonna get into that.
Okay, we don't need to get into it. But my point is this one here. I'm tired of all these feel-good stories. I want Coach Prime to get more like Coach Boone. Coach Boone wasn't hearing nothing. He told that defensive coach, I don't want no more scoring. And I'm going to handle this offensive side. Right side, strong. Left side, strong. I
Like
want to
you
see,
say,
I want to see some people who got stressed. I want to see, I saw
and that's
Daniel Moore.
Bond. You did come on with me. You want Bond. You want Bonds. I want Bond to go in there and baptize one of those running back. You know how
I
your
want to
grandma
say, I want,
my grandma
wait.
used to take me to church when I was little and sit me on that front row. She'll break out one of them songs that said, Take me to the wall.
But when they took you to the
Take me to
water,
the water and be baptized.
you got to put
Baptized.
your hey, you got to let you
Baptized,
got to.
boy. Yeah.
But my question is this, B Watts.
What's
This
up,
is
bro?
my question. Is Barnes ready to take you to the water?
Oh, oh, he get his hands on you here. I'll tell you, Steve, you overlooking Bond. You
I'm
overlooking
not.
big boy.
B Watts. You B Watts. I think when you go back and play this, you're gonna hear what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when is Barnes gonna realize how great he really is?
Well, he just his first year, Steve.
No, it's not his first year. He was with Alabama last year,
They redshirt him.
but he still practiced every game. You don't stop practicing when they redshirt you, sir.
Okay, I go with you. I give it to you. I'm talking about
So
that playing. He didn't play no. He got
no,
some
no,
playing.
I get he didn't play long, but this is where I'm going with it. B. Watts is this one here. When you're 6'4", 6'5", 330 pounds, and got the strength that that young man has, it don't take much.
Right.
What it takes is that willpower. What it takes is I know I am who God made me to be. And until he realizes that, you can't keep telling Barnes he the man. Barnes has to tell himself. I want to hear Barnes tell people, get the hell out of my way. I got this middle, and this middle belongs to me.
Yeah. He got to have that killer
Now
instinct.
Craig, now Stillman Craig, he tells everybody,
Oh
this
yeah, he
my
got it.
house.
Yeah. 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 He
If
just
if if
he
if,
ain't got
if
the size. But he boy, boy, he get
But
all he
but
got.
but Barnes has the size.
True.
You can't tell me anything that but God has blessed Barnes beyond anything. The size that young man have, you don't see too many of those.
No, you
You can
don't.
you can go all over Colorado. You're not gonna see too many Barnes.
True.
He's one of a kind. And all I'm saying is this: when is Barnes gonna realize I'm a lion? I'm the king of the jungle. If Barnes realized, and I tell you another one who needs to realize they're the king of the jungle, Quincy Wiggins. If you look at him, I'm looking at these two dudes. I'm like, dude, y'all look bigger than dudes in the NFL.
It must ain't doing them practice like Coach Prime said.
And that's where, and then you'll have people like Bew, people like, oh, but he does everything right. He's consistent. You know what you're gonna get. That's the people you gotta play. You know what you're gonna get. I can't play somebody. One play, I'm gonna get this here. He coming in there, he gonna get a 5-yard loss. Next play, he jumping outside. He don't even move.
Steve, yeah.
And then, but I'm not criticizing Bar. I'm not. So it's
I ain't
not
tell you what. I
criticizing.
didn't say what you is, but
I,
once
I'm
again,
I'm the type. I'm the type of dude. Is this here? This is me, and I'll let people know. When it comes to my wife, I know what I get. I got a strong woman who's going to make sure she holds me accountable for everything that I do and say. I know what I got. I
right.
know she's a God-fearing woman, and I know that she's going to do the best she can for the family. I know that. When it comes to when I coach a team, I want to know what I'm getting out of my players. I want to know every game I'm getting this out of this player. Those are the players I'm putting in the game. The other players that give me something, I see a little bit of hope out of them. I put them in just to see what am I gonna get for that game. Now, when they cooking, I keep them in there. But when they go back and do the stuff that they did in practice, I pull them nicely and politely at the game, and they sit right beside me and tell me, Coach, I want to get back in the game. No, you don't, because if you wanted to get back in the game, you get better.
Okay, all right, yeah, all right, bro. Hey, y'all watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment along with Steve Woodland. We had a little technical difficulty before we started, but we're glad y'all came out to hang out with us. Thank you for hitting the like button. If you don't mind, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever we go live. Me and Mr. Steve come to y'all live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And on tomorrow, I got my main man back. That'll be Coach Dre. Coach Dre and B Watts will be going at it I'm gonna put him on in the fire, just like I'm doing uh Steven tonight. I'm gonna let him know I want Barnes out there. I'm gonna hear what he got to say. But anyway, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Me and Mr. Steve still gonna rock with y'all for about 20 more minutes, and then we're gonna end the show. So we're gonna talk about uh Colorado State. That quarterback they got, he did pretty good last year.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
he did
Absolutely.
he did pretty good. He can throw that ball, and if Colorado don't put no pressure on him, and especially if Torrey Hope is there, they gonna run that drag route on CU.
They
So
supposed to. They
yeah,
supposed to.
but they don't prove it. They can't stop it and won't try to stop it. But anyway, when you look at Colorado State, how would you attack Colorado defense?
Oh, for me, this is the blessing that they have. They don't have that NFL Kamara that's gonna be on that deep that
Yeah.
edge.
Oh yeah. Oh, he ain't playing this year.
No, he's in the NFL. He's in the
Ooh, thank
NFL.
God, boy, 'cause that dude was hard to handle last year, boy.
And that's where I have all of my issues right now with CU's. Georgia Tech got a beast over there at number 8. I'm just like, I'm looking at all ends. I'm like, come on, dude. When y'all become who y'all supposed to become and perform like you supposed to, we supposed to have havoc on that line. It
Right,
should be like that quarterback should be running. That quarterback should be running all over. That
right,
quarterback should be running all over. So this is how I would attack them. The first thing I do, I put a tight end in the game. And when I put that tight in the game, I'm going with 3 receivers. I'm putting back that big boy Augustus, and we're running the football. And we're running wide. We're running wide football. We're going to run the football the first 3 plays. We're going to get a first down. We're getting a first down. And then I'm going to put, when we're running the ball, I'm going to be putting Jimmy in motion. And on those, when I put Jimmy in motion, on that second down, if I want to, I'm going to flick the ball to Jimmy and let him run it around there. You
right,
have to switch things up. You can't come up with this. You have to show teams that we are going to run this football. And if you show teams you're going to run the football, it's clean. It helps too. Now two going to have more time to throw the ball. He don't have people back there peeling their ears back and saying, woo, I get to run. I don't got to worry about the running game.
right,
That makes no sense.
right,
That's what I would do. I would tell that offensive line, it's your game. This is your game. Not only are we going to run, but we're going to put you at what your strengths are. The next thing I'd ask is this one here. Why aren't they asking the offensive line, what do y'all like? I don't want to hear what two likes. What do y'all like? Because and two and Schumer can like whatever they want to. If y'all ain't doing y'all thing, the offense goes nowhere. What do y'all like? How do we put the emphasis on y'all? How do we make y'all the stars of the show? When you put them as the stars of the show, you can say whatever you want to. You're going to have Tyler Johnson popping up. Oh, I want a piece of this. You're going to have, you're going to pancake. I want a piece of this here. You're going to have people who sitting down right now, they're going to want a piece of it because they know they're being put out front. Put them big boys out front. Make them, if you're going to pay them NIL and collective money, why aren't they earning it?
right.
That's all I'm saying. So for me, I would go if I'm Coach Prime, I'm going to my offensive line. I'm doing the Coach Loadho. I say, Coach Loadho, this is your, it reminds me of Harlem Nights. Are these your girls? These are your girls, are are you in charge of the girls? Yes, I'm in charge. So you are in charge of the girls. So why is it that why am I only getting this here out of the girls? Now that's Harlem Nights. But at the offensive, for Lodo, you are in charge of the offensive line. Yes, you are. I'm gonna give you autonomy. Handle your business. Tell me what are the 5 best, 6 best. Let's get them out there and let's get them moving. And you get to pick how you want these boys to be blocking. Now we can do something. But what you can't do is this milli vanilli, what I'm seeing, blaming on the rain. What we're doing right now, Colorado lip syncing right now.
They lip sync.
We lip syncing. Oh, blame it on the rain. Yeah, yeah. Don't you blame it on the rain.
No, can't blame it on the rain, bro.
Because the
Can't
rain
blame
won't stop, just like the running. The running won't stop. Let's quit lip syncing. All I'm hearing is
Yeah.
lip syncing. People
Yeah.
talking and ain't saying nothing.
You're right.
You can run the football. You just gotta want to.
Yeah, you gotta want to.
You gotta want to.
But I ain't gonna believe until I see
I'm not believing nothing else. They ain't telling me nothing. I'm going
it.
off what I see.
Yeah, that's right.
If they want to continue to throw the ball and play this vanilla thing, I can guarantee you this one here. They better call Sunflower. They better call Sunflower a moving company because it's gonna be a lot of people moving.
Yeah.
Because you're not keeping your job when people see certain things. Because what you can't do, hear what I'm saying. You tell people you got this kind of experience and we got all of these professionals. Let's see the results.
Right.
When I see
I
San
think they're gonna
Francisco,
turn around. I think they're gonna turn around.
oh, they're gonna not only they gonna turn around, they're gonna shut a lot of people up.
Yeah.
They're gonna go on a big old winning streak. People gonna jump back on the train. Who done jump? I'm not jumping off the train. We can
Right.
go one.
I know.
We can go 1-11. We'll just
Yeah.
get our sunflower truck, and it'll be what it is. What it is. I'm not jumping off. I'm sticking with them regardless. They can have flats. I'm sticking with them. But what I'm not gonna do is accept foolishness.
Right. Yeah.
I can stick with
You
you
gotta
and
call it like
still.
you see it, man.
That's all. I'm gonna call it like I'm seeing. And what I'm
Yeah.
seeing right now is this one here. I really don't see, and I'm not gonna blame Phil Lodeholt or anyone else. I really believe they don't have autonomy like they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do.
Mm.
This is what I believe. I don't think because you cannot convince me in that linebacker room that they seeing the talent that they got at linebackers. These boys, I heard Wester calling plays out. Oh, on this one here, I knew they were going to do this, so I did this.
Mm-hmm.
So his intelligence is there. I see
Right.
his tape. He jumps off the tape. I see Chaney. He jumps off the tape.
Right.
And you're telling me this guy who just put 20 pounds on can outdo somebody who's been playing linebacker his whole life. It just don't.
It don't add up, bro.
It don't add up. If my wife come in this house and she ain't coming in at the same time that I know she should be coming in, it don't add up a bit. Where you at?
Right.
And it ain't adding up. So all I'm telling you is this one here. My mother would tell me all the time, you're not gonna piss in my face and tell me it's rain.
Boy, there you go. There you go. That's my girlfriend tells me that all the time. So I stopped pissing.
You can stop pissing because I'm not one of those people that's gonna believe you just because you said something.
Yeah.
I trust but verify.
Right.
Now, once I verify, then we can go from there. And that
Yeah.
says it in the Bible. Let all men be a liar until you verify what
Verify.
their
Right.
word. So I'm
Right.
just saying with this one here. I really believe Coach Prime really wants to win. I
Yeah.
really believe they're doing it for the right reasons. All I'm saying is this here. And Bucket came out a little bit and said some stuff today. Coach Prime trusts people, evidently. He trusts people and he want to let people do what they need to do. But for me, I'm the type of person in this one here. When I run my business, I'm gonna let you. This is what I don't understand. Coach Prime get the plays. He has to be briefed on what they're gonna do.
Right.
Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna tell me that you gonna hear a plan with 11 straight passes and you playing against Nebraska who got them big old they bottom line is putting pressure on the quarterback and I'm passing the ball 9 out of 11 times and I give you the okay to do that. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm doing that. I'm gonna tell you the first thing and especially when you're doing 5 wide. The first thing I'm gonna tell you is this one here. If you don't get that old backwater crap out my face, you better get me something else. Or the second thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask Bartolone. Bartolone, you give me 15 plays that you would do. Schumer, you give me 15 plays you're gonna do. With all of the relationships you have, why don't you call the boy from San Francisco? How do you get to run the ball so successfully? Call his daddy. You get
Right.
Shanahan, call it that. How do you run the ball so successfully? It ain't complicated. And I'm gonna take that knowledge and I'm gonna go with it. And I'll give you this one here. How is it that Jim Harbaugh, wherever he goes, they run the football and they physical
Yeah.
and they win?
But they didn't. Colorado didn't make up their team like that.
He didn't make the Chargers up.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. I
I'm
think
just saying it's
Prime
about
Prime even said he started out wide, build his team from the outside when everybody else traditionally build their team from the inside. He built Colorado from the outside. But
but I understand why he did that.
yeah,
He was not gonna get no big guys in the
right,
first year. He didn't have
right,
enough time. So
right,
Coach Prime is not gonna get hit from me for that because that's not his fault. He was
right,
not getting no big men in. He was late coming in there. He's
right,
first coming out. You're not gonna get him. You're not,
right,
and then you didn't have no money.
right.
And then you didn't have no money. So you're not getting them. This is where my problem lies. Coach Prime is getting the offensive plays and being briefed.
He got to be in that meeting, bro.
Bruh, he's been briefed. I don't care if my quarterback loves those plays. Those plays don't work.
They gonna get him hurt, bro.
They don't work.
No running back, no tight
No,
end,
that
bro.
makes no. You're setting your offensive line up for failure, and you're setting your
Yeah,
quarterback up for failure,
right.
and you're going to lose. And this is what I found amusing. When Staub in the game, they don't do it.
Yeah.
So how is it when Staub because if that's your offense, it should be ran the same way with Staub.
But Coach Prime said in the presser today when they asked him a question, he said when they get down to 15 seconds, uh, the green dot turns off. So there's no communication, and the defense go ahead and change at 15 seconds. So when the defense change, the quarterback, which is Shadur, have a right to check out of that play and put them in another play. And that's what
Let,
he's been doing.
and let's go again with the results you had in Nebraska.
Yeah.
You can't change no plays. We
I
gonna run
know.
this ball. Because it's not a problem with punting. But what you can't, this is the problem. When two does that and you get sacked for 10, 15 yards,
That throw the whole
it's
series
over.
off.
It's
Yeah.
over. And
Yeah.
not only is it over, this is the next worst thing. The offensive line know you didn't change the play. The receivers know you didn't change the play. Do you
Right.
think some people gonna be a little upset when they know, man, we should be doing this here and we couldn't call out this thing?
That's why you think Trav's on that sideline barking and
You
stuff.
ain't got to tell me. I know
Yeah.
why he
I didn't
barking.
want to say that, but I'm just saying. Yeah.
Bruh. BWatts, this is what I'm saying.
Trav is
I,
a competitor. He want to win, bro.
I wish the best for two. I want two to have more success than anybody else.
I do too.
But I don't care who you are. I don't care how talented you are. Everybody needs coaching.
I think he's
Every,
trying to satisfy all the receivers. And he
but
can't.
that's not his job. That's not his
Yeah.
job.
He
His
got to get
job,
that ball to whoever open.
his job is to get the ball to the player that's open.
Yeah, Travis. I can't
And,
help you
and
on every play.
but hear what I'm saying on this one here. That could be the running back going in the flat.
True.
Get the ball to the open player and get it to him immediately. Quit holding on to the ball trying to feed something that shouldn't be fed. If winning is what we're talking about, run the play the offensive coordinator calls. Even if we punt the ball,
It's all right.
it's fine because this defense, I believe in that defense. And if the offense showed that they believed in the defense, they would play at an even higher level because it's a respect thing.
Right.
It's a respect thing. They respect what we bring to the table. We respect what they bring to the table. And we're coming together as one to win. But what you can't have, and this is what I'll tell people, perception is reality. If somebody perceives something, that's their reality. Two got to show everybody it's about winning. Let's go again. Two could be right 9 times out of 10 that he should have went out of that play and that he'd had the best call. Is it about being right or is it about doing right? Is it about being right or doing right? Doing right is this one here. The coach called this here play. My team knows that the coach called the play. Let's run that play.
Right.
Let's run that play. Let's run that play. Let's see where this here takes us. Let's do it a few series running that play. But when you're running that play and that play doesn't do anything, now you could come to the coordinator and say, hey, we've run that play. It's not moving anywhere. Can we do this?
Well, check this out, Steve. When they go to forward on 3rd and 1, why do you always run that dive play right behind the center and the guard?
My question is, who called that play and who
And
has that
it always be Charlie.
and who has that 188-pound mustache back there running it?
Yeah, it always be him, bro. I be saying, man, he the
And
little one.
hey, and we're not beating up Charlie. I love me some
Oh,
Charlie. But that's not putting Charlie in a position to
they run
win.
that dive play every time,
But this is the worst part.
and they lose y'all.
We do it to teams that their strength is up the middle.
Yeah, they
They
ran to
have
them big guys.
everybody up the middle.
You're right.
Why don't we go out? When are we going to do something different? Let's do this one here. 3rd and 1, play action, tight end, just shoot out. 2 rolls to the right. You got 2 options. You got Travis, you got a tight end, or you got 2 running the ball.
Right.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
You got options. You got options. 2 get the first down, or give it to the tight end, or give it to Travis deep.
I mean, so when it's 3rd and 1 and they don't get it, what part of the team you disappointed in? The line, or what? The coaching, or the running back, or what?
Let's put it this way. If it's doing the schemes that we've been doing, that's the worst coaching I've seen in Colorado history. With that scheme, they're putting a 188-pound guy in there, and you're running straight up the middle when you got 660 pounds of defensive tackles. You got 3 linebackers coming in, hitting every hole. That
Right.
makes no sense. That makes no sense. That's coaching. Now, the second thing goes with the scheming. I don't like the schemes. If you're going to put Charlie out there, let Charlie run wide and then hit up if you're going to do it. But I don't want him in the game. I want a running back in the game that's going to run wide that weighs 220-some pounds, that even when he fall down, he falls forward for a yard. And
Right.
you got a first down. So, and I want a running back that's his job. He got his scholarship for running back there. So that's just me. That's just me. So I blame a lot of stuff right now. I'm not blaming the offensive line. The offensive line can hear this here. I'm not blaming you right now. But when Coach Prime comes in there and Bartolone comes in there and change some stuff up, I am gonna be blaming, because you're gonna have different schemes and you're gonna have a different thing going.
But you so positive on Barcelona tonight.
Well, I'm saying Bartolone because of this one here. If Schumer's gonna continue to do what he's doing, and or allowing whatever is happening right now, hey, I'm all about. Coach Prime has moved people every year. Coach Prime got new people even when he went 12-0. He changed them out.
Right.
Even at Jackson State, every time he changes people out. I'm not watching a disaster over and over. I'm not. I'm not one of those dudes. This Coach Prime got $25 million reasons on why if something ain't working, I'm moving on. I don't play with my money. And I don't play with those young men. And it ain't to my money. I don't play with those young men's future. Those young men came there trusting that you were going to put them in positions to win.
Right.
And those young men are going to respect the fact that if something ain't working, we got to change something. And if it's the scheme, I ain't got to change Schumer, but I'm going to change that scheme. And Bartolone can come and give me something different. What
That's a
is it
good
going to
point.
hurt?
It ain't gonna hurt nothing.
You still ain't got a
They
third
need
and
a
one. And
they need
where
a
is, and
they
this
need
is
a
my
win.
next thing. This is my next thing. Where is Schumer's offense? Where's all that stuff I saw at the Minnesota when he had that backup quarterback making the Pro Bowl?
That's it.
That whatever the Keegan, whatever his name, I forgot what his name is. Start with a K.
Yeah,
That guy
Kingman.
right, that guy right there is still in the NFL because of what Schumer did for him.
Yeah.
Where is those plays at? I'm seeing Milli Vanilli, and I'm tired of lip syncing.
This boy said lip sync.
I'm
Yeah,
done. All we see is lip syncing.
they
Hey, hey.
running Sean the former offensive coordinator play. Then the play that should do, I believe, peaked out. That's the one he want to run.
Okay.
Don't they look like the same plays from last year?
Absolutely. And again, who approves these plays?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Okay, so I don't know either. And I could care less. But what I am hearing is Milli Vanilli. I'm hearing we can't run the ball. That's not true. That's not true. And the next thing I'll say is this one here. If you tell your team you can't do something, what does that create?
Mm. Well, you said
I'm
a
never
mouthful. You said a
I'm never
mouthful.
I'm never gonna say my team can't do something. My team is gonna get better at it. We're not doing it well right now, but we working every day and we working hard and we switching up some things to get to a level where we're going to be competent at it. My kids at this school aren't making. We didn't pass the school test that we supposed to or got the grades that we supposed to, but we're going to be working hard and we're going to be asking parents to spend extra time with their kids and putting in that work so we can pass the state test. It's all goes with this here, this and this.
Right.
You got to push it in them. You guys, not only are you going to be one of the best running teams, we're going to work at it. And we're going to put y'all in positions to be successful. That's all I'm saying. Coach Prime, I'm 1,000 behind Coach Prime. I'm not going to criticize his acumen. I'm not going to say he's doing bad things. I think he's doing fantastic things. He has done 1,000 great things. The only thing I ask him is he has to be real with himself. Even Shannon Sharp has some things to say. He
Ooh,
has
boy,
to be
yeah,
real.
he
And,
sure had a lot to say.
and I'm not going to criticize Shannon. What Shannon is telling coaches, absolutely, a lot of things is absolutely correct.
Yeah, yeah. And
You,
then he
you
said, "That's it, boy."
man, that's his boy. You got to be real on some things. You can't
So
just lie.
if they can't be mad at Shannon for saying it, and Debbie can't be mad at us for saying it. That's it,
Hey,
boy. We saying
and
the same thing.
he said the same thing. And what people are saying is this here. You got to hold people accountable for what they're doing. If I'm paying an offensive coordinator $1.5 million, I'm going to get $1.5 million results or better. Or if not, I'm going to get that man I'm paying $600,000 to. He going to be getting a raise because I need to see change. You're telling these young men future is in your hand. Put them in a position to be successful because when they're successful, two's successful. That McCarthy boy that played with Michigan didn't throw the ball hardly any at Michigan. He won games against Ohio State and Penn State, and he threw the ball 10 times. He got
Both big
drafted.
too.
He got drafted 11. Bo Nix didn't throw the ball a lot. This boy got drafted 11th in the draft from Michigan. Didn't throw the ball none. They won. And he is not a better quarterback than Shedeur, than
Nah,
two. Not
No,
even close. Bo Nix is not a better quarterback than two.
no.
All I'm saying is this one here. We don't have to give two 5,000 yards and blah, blah. You don't have to do that. Get the running backs involved to make
Yeah,
life easier for two so we can have easy games, two clean, and two throwing that peel like he does.
yeah,
And not only what that also does, it brings the team together. Now the offensive line looks good. They're getting the publicity they need to do. They're getting the credit that they need to get through. They're getting the tape that they need for the NFL. But put the guy at guard and he played tackle all this time, and then he watching his tape. Come on now. Come on now, people.
mm,
Come on now,
mm,
people.
mm. Yeah.
Come
Like I
on
said,
now. Hey,
it's,
come on now.
yeah,
Come on
yeah.
now.
The
Because
ice stick one.
I just I just want to
Boy,
now
stop, boy. Hey, man, you can see that. They just got to put the players in the right position, man. That's all.
absolutely.
That's all
But
they got to do.
but
Once
be
they do
what?
that, Colorado gonna be fine, man. I'm telling you. That I,
Colorado is going to be fine. They're going to go on a winning streak. We want the best for Colorado, but we have to tell the truth. You can't keep, man. Come on now. Come on. Let's quit saying some of this stuff. Because I know you don't. I don't believe it. I don't believe that you can't run. I was in the United States Air Force for 24 years. I saw how Air Force ran that ball. I was at the Air Force Academy.
okay,
They ran that football. And
right.
they didn't have not one 300-pound on that offensive line.
Mm.
And they go out against FBS. We go in these bowl games against the FBS, and Air Force was running down their throat.
You just gotta want to do it, bro.
You gotta
I gotta
want to
want.
do it.
Yeah, you gotta want to.
So
But I
so
believe when I
stop.
see it.
So stop it. So stop it. I'm not listening to it. It does not go in my ears. When they say that stuff, I look at them. I'll be just like my son. He'll be he say la 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 la, daddy la la la, and I'm sitting up, and he's right because I'm not saying nothing. What I'm saying is garbage. Let's get real with these people. Let's take CU where CU needs to go. Let's go on an 8-game winning streak.
They can do it, but man,
They
bro,
can.
I'm trying to tell you, they can do it, man. The
You hear
schedule.
what I'm
I
saying?
think. Did you see the team they supposed to be playing last time? You looked at Oklahoma State. You looked at Utah. I saw
Kansas State.
Kansas State. I saw all those. Man, they ain't got nothing on CU
Well, let me tell
for
people this one
talent
here.
wise. Now they gonna have a problem with Kansas.
But still, you can beat them
Yeah, they
if
beat
you
them.
come to play. If you come, let
Yeah.
me go this one here. How you think them people feel at Florida State right now?
Boy.
How you think them people feel at Florida? Florida feeling pretty good about that freshman, but then you go put him and sit him on the bench, which is crazy. I ain't never seen no crap like that. He throw for 400 some yards, then you go put him on the bench and talking about that makes no sense. But okay, but I'll go with this one here. Look at the team that African American coach that beat Notre Dame.
Right.
Man, that guy out there crying. Them
Right.
boy, when you want something, you can't tell me you can't beat nobody. And I look at Boise State, what they did to Oregon. They should have had that dub when you want something.
Right.
And the coaching matches up what the team wants. Colorado need to get real with each other. They need to let people see it's about winning. And if it's about winning, people ain't getting their way. If it's about winning. You can get perks, but the perks don't outdo the winning. Winning first.
Right.
And I ain't never seen why am I paying you all this collective and NLL money and you ain't produced?
You got a good point, Mister. You got a good point, boy. You cooking tonight.
I don't know about cooking, but I know this. I ain't putting up with no BS. You ain't gonna tell me no anything and I'm gonna believe it.
Yeah.
We
That's,
independent thinkers, and we
yeah.
love Colorado. We love those young men going out there sacrificing what they do, but we want them to be successful. I'm not coming on here criticizing anybody. I'm not coming here and say I know everything and blah blah because I don't. But what I do know is this one here. If a man put in his mind or a woman that they gonna do something, it's hard to stop them. It's hard to them.
Yeah.
You let somebody put in their mind that they can do something, and they put the work in, and they study and get the knowledge that goes with the hard work, I haven't seen too many people yet not accomplish it.
You right. You right. You right. Like I said, this is an important game coming up Saturday, and they got to come out there in the mindset that they want to win. They got to give it all they got.
Hey,
With I expect them to blow them out. They should convincingly beat them
hey,
bad.
they should beat the brakes. If they don't beat the brakes off, and I'm gonna look at them, I'm gonna be like this one here, and I would tell them,
I just want to win. That's what I.
I could care less, but I want a win in which I see good football. That's what I want to see. I don't care if it is a 30. I want to see good football, smart football decisions, and they go out and handle their business. That's all I want to see.
Right.
That's it. That's
Right.
it. That's all I want to see. And I want to see those. I want to see those young men succeed. But those young men got to realize they can only succeed if they. I don't know why they're not in a room, especially the defense. If I'm the defense and I'm the offensive line, I'm gonna say this. I say the buck stops now. If I'm the defense, we bending and ain't breaking. Ain't nobody getting in that end zone
Right.
against us.
Right. They've been
And
good so far in the second half, Miss
I
Steve.
could care less about the second half.
Yeah,
I
they
want,
they just
I
ain't get it
want,
further.
I want that defense to come out and get together and let the offense know wins and losses on us, boss.
Right.
We ain't giving up nothing. And all we ask you, offense, don't you give up nothing.
Hey, don't turn it over. Don't.
Exactly. We
Yeah,
got this.
you're right. You're right. I go with you on that one. They got the talent on the defense to do that too now,
Hey, what I'm looking at,
and they got the
that deep,
depth.
they got it. They got it. So
They got it.
they got it. Get your scheme together, get your mindset together, and go out there and let two know. Two, the win and loss is on us, baby. And then to put on, and then tell the offensive line, y'all do y'all thing. Cause hey, this is what I tell offensive line. We go out, get ready to watch the show. We get ready
Yeah,
to put a show on.
yeah. There you go. That's that attitude. That's that
That's the
nice
attitude.
attitude. Yeah.
BJ Green and Hayes should take, cause like Hayes came out and said he the best deep, edge in there when he first came his first day. Why
Right.
ain't he telling the offensive line, get ready to watch a show? Either you gonna join it or you gonna watch it. You tell us what you gonna do because we going on this field. 11 of us going out here right now. We getting ready to put a show on. This
Right.
11 gonna put a
There
show.
you go. They need
Offensive
somebody
line.
like that.
Oh, that's what I tell them. I see offensive line is your choice. Either you can watch or join.
Yeah. They'll get right there, won't they?
Hey, bruh, when they see, I ain't seen an offensive line yet. When they see that them boys at their ball and having a good time, why aren't they jumping around, jumping? I don't see that. Sim and Craig jump around where
Yeah.
are the ones
Boy,
jumping
Timmy Craig
around?
out there laying that lumber down, boy. He went out there and told him, hey, when
What?
I
Hey,
move, you move. Just
Hey,
like
just
that.
like that.
Just like that.
What the ones out there looking at each other? I don't want to see all that dancing on first down and second down. Man, that means that then they get a first down on the third down.
Yeah.
I want to see 11 people. Show me one time where you got 7 or 8 people hitting somebody.
Right. Boy, he agreeing about that problem, boy. You hear that? You hear that shoulder pad? You hear, yeah. sound like a rifle just went out, boy.
Hey, hey,
I
hey.
said, whoa, boy.
It's some clacking going on. It's
Maggie,
some
well, hear
clacking.
me, he agreed we'll put that wood to you, boy.
Hey. It make you think. It make you think you're in them places that sell them good hot wings. You see a lot of clapping.
Hey, if they would just let him start off, it'll be all right, bro. All right, Stephen Wonder.
Hey, we got to make it do what it do, baby. We got to make it do what it do, baby.
They gonna make it do what it do, bro. I got faith in Coach Brian, man. That's my dog. That's my boy. Him and Coach Hart. What's up, Coach Hart?
Now,
What's going on? I got Steve. I got This ain't
Now,
Stephen
now,
A.
now,
Smith,
now,
Coach Hart.
now, I got faith in Coach. Now I got faith in Coach. Now, but Coach got to go. Coach got to go make it do what it do, baby. He can't go. He can't go out there playing with it. Now, if they ain't acting right, now Ray Charles fired people. Now you got to see Ray. They got the money ain't right. The money ain't right. Now, if the money ain't right, Ray Charles fired.
You're stealing from it. Now, some.
You're stealing from it, baby. Now you're on there. Now you're sleeping with her, and you're taking her money. Now I gotta go. Now let me out here, Quincy. Let me out here, Quincy. Get me out this damn place.
Hey, that what he gonna be telling. That what he gonna be telling the OC. Goddamn, something just ain't right there.
Something just ain't right. The money ain't right. I need our ones, baby. I need our ones. I need to count them. I need to count them.
What he tell? What you got, Jojo? Get me out of this damn place.
Get me out this damn place. Now I gotta go. Just sit around here. Ray, don't leave, Ray. You can Ray, come on, get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. She got me up all night. Get me out of here.
But why you gonna give me a heart attack tonight? Let it you. Hey, you only get this on Sports Talk with B Watts, man. Y'all, I'll tell you what. And tomorrow night gonna be even better, man. I got Coach Dre coming back with me tomorrow, man. I'm telling y'all. Why, why, why you hit it dead right on the head right there, but that's the way to end a show, bud.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna try to rock with him about 15 more minutes. We're gonna give him 2 hours, bro. But serious though, if they win this game, they get on a good winning streak going into UCF, they'll have their confidence back. I think they don't lost their confidence right now. I think they need something to get their confidence back.
Football is about momentum, confidence, and everything else. What needs to happen now is this here. Football has to become the main thing. All that noise needs to subside. You need to get rid of all that. All the distractions need to go. When you're not winning, you're not selling nothing. Ain't
Right.
nobody buying stuff from losers. I'm
hey,
not. I'm
hey,
not.
hey,
I'm not
Steve.
spending.
I told my girlfriend, I said, you want to go see Colorado or you want to go to Hawaii this weekend? She said, shit, when they play Saturday, take me to Hawaii.
Hey, take me to go see Thurman. Hey, take me to
Yeah.
go see Billy Thurman. Cause he up there.
Yeah.
That his defense balling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hawaii. Uh, hey,
I said, well, yeah, so we're gonna leave Friday.
congrats.
So we'll be back Wednesday. So uh why you take me tonight, boy? You don't take me tonight. But like go ahead and finish. I ain't mean cut you off, bro. But
No,
anyway,
no, no. All I'm
they
saying
confident.
is,
They need something to get their confidence back up, bro.
oh, absolutely. But hear me when I'm saying this one here. You have to truly go in there and be honest with those kids and let those kids know. I tell kids, I say, hey, we had a game and I'm in there looking, and I had too many kids in the game,
Right.
and we just weighing them out. We weighing them out now because I'm thinking about something else. Now the other coach on there like, hey, hey, I got what you call it. He like that. The parent would tell another coach, you need to put somebody else in there. He like, no, I don't. I got enough in there. They said, no, you got blah blah. But long story short is this one here. I was real with my parents and my kids and say, hey, I don't win like that. I don't do stuff like that. I don't accept stuff like that. We'll play this team here over. We'll go from there and we'll do because it's all about doing right by everybody.
True.
I want to do right. Now, could I have taken the win and say, hey, walked off with it? Yes, I could have, because it's not my fault for anything. It's everybody's fault because we all supposed to count who's on the field, the officials and everybody else. So you're not going to win a person if they go and protest it. You're not going to win it because it's your fault because you should have counted and the official. But I'm all about doing stuff right and making sure the main thing is the main thing. The main thing is that kids to have fun and also learn something. They learn that integrity matters. They learn that your word is your word. They learn that doing things the right way. That's what we teach. I don't care about wins and losses when it pertains to them at the age that we're doing. I pertain about having integrity and making sure that it's all about them. You said, well, why are you saying that? I'm saying that because right now, Coach Prime has to show those kids that it's all about the team and not individuals. And the way you're going to be able to do that is to ensure that the message coming out and your actions coming out show that it's about the team. If you're telling the team that you can only win if two has the ball in his hand, that ain't the message. The message is we want that defense to play lights out so that we can get to the ball so that he can be more, so that the team can be more successful. Because the more two has the ball in his hand and that offensive line doing their thing, the more successful the team can be. You see the difference in how that sounds?
Right.
Because if people just hearing, and coach ain't just saying that, but what happens, coach will say something, people will twist his words sometimes, and they take what his words, they're like, nah, he didn't mean it at what you're saying. You're adding some stuff to it. You're putting a perception that he's not that wasn't his. He
Right.
has to let those kids know what his perception is. Just like I said, I truly believe it should be them 11 young men on defense should tell everybody. Every win and loss is going to be determined by our defense.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Because the show starts and stops with us. Because they
Right.
have the defense to do that. People are going to be
They
like,
do.
oh, no, they don't. Yeah, they do.
They
Colorado has a defense in which they don't have to have it where you not going to score on them. But Colorado got a defense where they can give up just 17 points. Or
right.
even 20. And even with that 20 points, they can
I think
score.
they can set you out if they start the right one.
Absolutely. Even if they don't shut you out, even if they do 17 points, that means that offense done had that ball a whole lot of times.
Right.
So you should win. If you just give up 17 points on these teams, those should be W's. W's. Because that means that all the offense haven't had the ball a lot, and that you've given your team quite a few 3 and outs. So I'm just saying, when it pertains to that, I just think get the focus back on the team. Hey, them boys ain't ready for the lights. Turn the lights off and let them focus on the team. Next thing is they eating too good. They too comfortable. Everybody worried about what cars they driving. They worried about eating steak. They worried about who twerking.
Mm.
Let's get to worrying about who playing football. Let's get to worrying about my assignments. Let me turn my car off, because I can guarantee you, you ain't getting another car like that if you ain't performing. Ain't nobody gonna give you no money to put gas in it if you ain't performing. Everything stops if y'all don't win. And if I'm that defense, I'm looking at the next person and saying, man, I like what I got.
Yeah.
And I'll be real with each other. I say, if y'all keep sticking y'all lip out and worrying about what somebody else got compared to what you have, the blessings that you do have, you're not going to have anymore. Because I can promise you, ain't no team going to accept players that they believe gave up on the team. Ain't no winning coach going to take somebody who they believe gave up on their other coach.
I
Ain't
don't
going to
think I
happen.
got to that point yet.
No, it ain't even close to that. But what I'm saying, how I would explain to my teammates, we got to do this, man.
Right. They do.
It,
Yeah. They got to talk, man.
it's us. And if you think it's gonna be cool for you tonight, you just gonna bail out, bro. It don't work like that, homeboy. There's a lot of people left Colorado last year still
Still in that portal.
still in that portal.
Still in there.
And there's a lot of other people who left that on the 7th string now. They ain't even on the 3rd string. They can't even see the field. So all I'm saying is this one here. You've got an opportunity. We're on the field. I don't care if nobody else don't believe in us. We believe in us.
Right.
And when the defense starts saying they believe in themselves And if they gonna go out there like they have in both second quarters and perform, man, it's gonna be lights out, BWatts. It's gonna
I
be
know.
lights out.
I know. I think they're gonna do it.
I know,
That's
I
on that
know.
defensive side.
I
On that
got
defensive
faith in them.
side.
I got faith in them. I got
Yeah.
faith in them. But
Cause Trevor Wood can't play until the second half.
no, he can play. He can play.
He can
Howell
play.
came and said, Howell said because if you get knocked, if you get kicked out in the first half, you get to play the next game.
Oh, he did?
Yep, you
Oh,
get to
okay, I
play.
missed that part then.
Now, if he would have got kicked out in the second half, then he wouldn't have been able to play the first half of the next game.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I
yeah,
didn't know that part.
yeah,
I
yeah,
missed that part then.
yeah.
Yeah.
So but hear me. Just because he can play, don't mean he should be playing.
Well, Coach Prime said he wasn't gonna change now in the press conference just because they lost one game.
No, I heard him say he might. They
I got.
might change something.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna put it to you this way: if Coach Prime happy with what he saw, that's on him. What I saw, I'm changing my drawers. I'm changing my socks. I'm changing my blenders. I'm changing my hat, and I'm even going. And if I'm Coach Prime, I'm shaving. I'm changing my look.
It wasn't that bad, was it, D?
It was. It was. What I like was this is what I like. They didn't give up.
Right.
That defense played because it should have been the way they were performing. It should have been 56-3, but it wasn't. They played hard. I got respect for them. Those young men have character because anybody else would have said, Uncle, man, all these jokers calling me names I ain't heard since 1963, calling us all kind of, hey, they calling us names, CJ. It really much ain't it really much we can't do with a paintbrush.
Yeah, I heard they were calling him name, man. I said, "Wow, bro."
Hey, they gonna call your name because you should have shut them up. The Miami Hurricanes shut them up when they played Nebraska. You slap them in the mouth. You stick corn in their mouth and make them peel it, and they'll shut up. But if you go in there and you all shaking and looking up there and shivering and everything else, that's what they're gonna do to you.
Right.
And but you get all them young boys out there talking about some book, all that. And then when they get out there with all them jokers, that 93,000 with them corn on the cob and children of the corn. Oh man, did you see? Yeah. You saw that, didn't you? Hey.
Oh boy, you crazy boy.
Hey, they wasn't on the streets no more. Hey, they asked, what a Popo at? We need the police.
Man, I gotta get out of here, man.
All right, boy, let me get out of here.
Hey, man.
I gotta
I
get to
appreciate
me
you, bro.
tomorrow.
I gotta get up early tomorrow, man. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. You watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment, along with Steve Woodland. Just want to say thank you to each and one of you who tuned in. We had a little technical difficulty starting off, but we made it through, and it's all because of you. Appreciate each and one of you. But don't forget, come back tomorrow night. I got Coach Drake. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good show. And on Thursday, I got Greg Sanders. I got three other
Two
bets.
singers.
I got Steven tonight. I got Coach Dre tomorrow, and I got uh
Greg said
Greg
it.
said it Thursday. Man, y'all can't beat that. Talking about Colorado and Coach Prime football team. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a hot show. Once again, thank y'all. Appreciate it, Miss Steve. You have a good night, man. You want to give your last word? The floor
I
is
just,
yours.
hey, thank everybody. We truly appreciate you. We just want you to know that you could have been anywhere. You could be listening to the debate right now, which I'm gonna go and check out a little bit. But we surely appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do. Just know we care about you. We're gonna give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we're gonna give you our opinions on things, and we're just gonna let you know. We're not gonna just sugarcoat things. We're gonna tell you how it TIS, how it is. And we want you to have a good night. Kiss your family. Let them know that you love them and that you care about them. And get ready for a beautiful day tomorrow. See you, B Watts.
All right, big dog. You be blessed, man. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Good night.
Later.
Watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watt.
We said